Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Phantasy Star for the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode, we found Hapsby, the robot pilot, and with him at the helm of the Luveno, our spaceship, we can now travel around to both Motavia and the Zorus, the ice planet. We're heading to Motavia here first. We talked to some people in that town up there, and they told us to the southwest is this town called Casba. Unfortunately, you can see the Casba town there is surrounded by water and rocks, so we can't get to it normally. We have to go through this cave. This cave has two dragons in it. We'll learn more about that when we get to Casba. We're actually going to fight one before we actually go to Casba. But it also has some hidden passageways. So we go to the front there, and all the way to the end, and then back step 4 paces, and then take a left. And it's a fake wall. We can go through there and get some Mercedes. For the most part, though, this tunnel is pretty much straightforward, except for when we get to the third floor. On the third floor, it's kind of a little maze, and that's where we're going to find the blue dragon, who we were told we need an amber eye from. So that's the first dragon we're going to slay. We're not going to slay both dragons, though, on our first trip through, because dragons can be pretty tough. So... But luckily, the second dragon is right near the exit to Casba Town, so it'll be really easy to just go town, heal, and then head back into the dungeon here and fight that second dragon. So, I just like I said, for the most part, this dungeon seems really long, but it's mainly just straight passages. Until we get, like I said, to the third floor here. We're going to take a detour here to the right. And this is the floor where there's going to be a bunch of treasure and the blue dragon. First we're going to head all the way to the south here, then right, and then north to grab some treasure. And you're going to backtrack to the four-way junction that we were, or the three-way junction that we were at just a while ago, before we headed south. And we're going to head to the east, and then we're going to hit a four-way junction. So we just head back this way, head back to the three-way junction, and then we're going to head east. We're going to bypass the four-way junction. To the south is basically a dead end. Obviously west is back to here. East is to a treasure chest, and north is going to the blue dragon. So we'll skip the south, we'll head to the east and grab the treasure chest up here. It's only 100 Mercedes, but hey, I wanted to, like I said, 100% the game, so I'm going to grab all the treasure chests, including the other next treasure chest is going to be empty, but like I said, we want to grab everything, so. We get some good amount of Mercedes here. This thing. There's going to be a treasure chest with 5,000 Mercedes in it, but once again, it's in a hidden passageway, but I'll point that out. And that'll be good because it allows us to buy in Casba. There's an item that is not necessary, but I'm going to buy it because it's just 100% in the game, and it saves some backtracking, I guess. It's called the Land Rover. It'll be the first vehicle that we get. It's the only one that's not necessary, though. We're going to get a hovercraft and an ice digger later. Those ones you do need to advance the plot. This one, the Land Rover, you don't need to do, but I'm going to get a whole bunch of money that'll make it easy to afford it. And it'll help us with some backtracking, so once we get to the top here, we head to the right, we want to make sure we heal ourselves up, because at the end of this passageway is the first dragon that we're going to encounter, the blue dragon. We could have ran into a red dragon back in the cave where we got Noah, but red dragons are tough, would have been way too tough for us to fight at that time, so we'll go back and fight him later. We'll actually go back and fight him in the next episode. That's where the shortcut for the Land Rover comes in handy. Because the Land Rover allows us to cross over antlion nests. So we don't have to go back to Palma and then take the spaceship to Paseo, where we first went to on Motavia. We can just use the Land Rover to drive up over the antlion nests and go back to that cave, so. And This guy has some pretty good evasion, so it's going to be very difficult for Myau and Alice to hit him. So I'm having Alice use her fire spell. Noah is using his newest spell, Wind, which hits 3 times and does about 35 damage. So Odin, of course, is going to do his standard 10 damage with his unmissable heat gun. So now he's only at 11 hit points. I'll just go all out with attacking, and luckily Alice hit him there, finished him off. And we get some Macedas and that Amber Eye, which will come in handy a little bit later, but now we get some confidence that we have been able to defeat a dragon. That'll give us the confidence we need to, like I said, defeat the red dragon later on in this dungeon, and then go back to Noah's initial cave to defeat that red dragon. Backtrack, the 4-way junction, right, then 3-way junction, take a right, next junction, take a left, and then right, and then we're back on this simple 1-way area. Except for here, once you get to this floor, take 1 step forward and then take a right, and we got another hidden passageway. And this one is a good hidden passageway because it leads to a treasure chest that has 5,000 Macedas in it. That's going to basically allow us to afford that Land Rover. And when we defeat the Red Dragon, we're actually going to get a really good weapon, a good upgrade for Alice. She gets a lightsaber. And that saves us from having to buy that. I know that was available for 2,800 Macedas, I believe. Back in either Lore or Portava. Or Avion, but I didn't buy it there because I knew we were getting a free one here later on, so between the money we save there and that 5,000 Macedas there, it's not that much of a struggle to, like I said, buy the Land Rover. So. And for the rest of the way, like I said, it's just a straight shot. There's no more hidden passageways until we get to the final area, but you'll know you're in the final area when you just go up steps and you'll end up in Casba, the town. Then we'll jump back in here and go looking for that secret area. It's in the final passageway, so you don't have to do a lot of backtracking. Alright, so here we are. We're in Casba town. First thing we're going to do is we'll talk with some people, and then we're going to go to the hospital and heal ourselves up. This town is called Casba. The hospital's convenient there. It's right near the entrance of that cave. And we'll use Alice to heal everyone up. That way we only have to have Alice. We'll have Alice heal most people up, and Myau use his magic points to heal people up as well. And then we just need to heal Alice and Myau. I did make a mistake here. I should have healed Noah as well, just to get his magic back. Because his wind spell would have been helpful against the red dragon they were going to fight. But I forgot to heal Noah up, I was thinking, and like I said, I already made my way through here, so I could have redone it. I could have, because I do make a save here just to be safe, so. The red dragon can sometimes breathe fire, and it can take off a lot of hit points. So if you want to kind of level your characters evenly, and you don't want to have anyone really die in battle and have to revive them at the church, you could, like I said, you could have just restarted, because I do make a safety save here. But we want to head back into the tunnel here, and we go up 7 paces, and then we take a step to the right. That is the, or you can go from the, if you mess up the count, you can go back up to the next level, go down, and then go down 3 paces. But at the end of this passageway, we find the red dragon. I said there's one of these guys in, whatchamacallit, in the cave where we got Noah. But we didn't fight him there because obviously it was pretty tough. So. Yeah, Noah only has 1 chance to use that wind spell. Maybe I should have had him use fire instead. Could have got 2 uses out of it, but oh well. finish the dragon off with our... See, you can see he took off 60 hit points off of Noah there. But we did heal Myau up, so Myau has the cure spell that he can use to keep folks healed up. So he'll be on cure, because like I said, these dragons tend to have pretty good evasion, so he's going to be evading most of Myau's attacks anyway. So Myau makes a better healer for this battle. There are quite a few more dragons that we'll run into later on. Let's dodge Myau's attack. Of course, we would have finished it off, but this is where, like I said, Odin's guns come in handy. We could make a side trip eventually to Dazors and buy Odin's best gun there, but I'm going to get that eventually later on. I'm not going to go to Dazors until I really need to. But there we get the lightsaber. I believe it gave plus 14 attack to Alice. Yes, she went from 72 to 86, so she'll be much more powerful now. Able to deal with some of these new enemies that we're going to be coming up against. There are a few new enemies on the outside that unfortunately I didn't run into, but I'll eventually hunt them down. So this lady tells us that fierce dragons live in the cave near here, and I'm scared of them. So the hint there is dragons. There's two. The first dragon, like I said, isn't hidden. The blue dragon, you just have to find it in a maze. But the red dragon there, you can totally bypass it because it's in that hidden passage. So your clue that there's a second dragon hidden there somewhere to look for hidden passages is from that woman there who tells you, you know, hey, there's dragons. There's more than one. We'll heal up at the hospital later on then. I'll make sure I heal Noah up, but so you always want to heal yourself with your magic points before you go to the hospital, because it's based on the healing is based on the amount of missing MP and hit points you have, and your MP you better use that to cure a whole bunch more hit points than what the MP is worth. So we'll sell that ceramic sword that Alice had, and here's where we can buy the Land Rover. The only thing available for here, but with that 5,000 Mercedes we got, we can pick it up. And I say we'll go treasure hunting for that other red dragon, and with all that money we'll get there, and the money we have here, we should be able to maybe afford that silver fang and the laser shield from Noah back in Lore and Abion, respectively. Because we actually are going to be going back that way. Because this guy right here, we talked with him and he asked us if we'd never heard of a hovercraft. And if we tell him that we have, he'll tell us that, that he had one, and unfortunately he thought it was broken, so he just parked it in Bortava. That's the town where we got Hapsby the robot. So we're going to have to make a trip back to there to go looking for the hovercraft. The hovercraft will allow you to hover over water, and that'll allow us to get to a few new towns, and eventually to a new cave. This one cave eventually where you can get Noah's best armor, that fraud mantle, the Fred mantle. You can get there with the Land Rover to cross over some antlions, or if you just have the hovercraft, you can get it with that. So that's why you don't really need the Land Rover, because the hovercraft goes a back way to there. But yeah, the hovercraft opens up quite a few new areas for us, and because it allows us to travel over water. So yeah, we'll be able to get to Casba really, really easy in the future once we get that hovercraft. It's important to get that hovercraft because one of the villages here on Motavia, we kind of learned from people there in Casba that it's surrounded by like a gas, and we're going to need like a protection, like a gas mask, to be able to survive walking through that gas field. And that is available in a town back on Palma, but we need to get the hovercraft to reach that town. Now we just head back here. Like I said, we just have to stay on this straight path. We don't have to go back into that maze section on floor 3. We don't have to look for any more secret passages, because we've got them all. So it's just a straight shot outside to get to the cave outside Casba. And then we'll get to see what it's like to use our Land Rover. So it's a big machine, but surprisingly it fits in our inventory. So yeah, we get to carry it around from, you know, planet to planet. It's not like the, you think you'd leave it here, but, you know, because how would you fit it on your spaceship? Or carry it on you with your spaceship, so. We just carry it in our pocket. Hammer space, they call it, from Looney Tunes, because, Looney Tunes here, Bugs Bunny would always pull a hammer from out of nowhere. So it's just like, call it the trope, hammer space. It's just, another dimension that can hold things. And the size doesn't matter. Our pockets can fit this big Land Rover. Maybe it's like Dragon Ball Z. There's that capsule cord that they have like these little capsules, and they press the button on it and throw the capsule on the ground, and it like turns into an item. And then when you're done with the item, you just press a button on the item, and it turns into back into the capsule. So it's like you know, like helicopters and ships and stuff like that, spaceships from capsule core. Maybe it's like that here. So. Alright, so once we're outside, we just head into our inventory here, and we can select the Land Rover, and then we'll embark on the Land Rover. Now you see our sprite is taken over by the Land Rover. Now we're still getting to random encounters with the Land Rover, and it's not like the Land Rovers in Phantasy Star 4 that, and Talon and Final Fantasy Legend 3 that has an attack against the enemies before you engage in combat with them. That would have been nice, but nope. This just lets us travel over the antlions. So it's allowing us to head back to this cave where we picked up Noah. Just like I said, when we first went to this cave, there's a dragon in here. But now, as our adventures in the Casba cave showed us, we were strong enough to take on a dragon. So let's do our backtracking here and finish this dragon off and get some treasure before we head back to Palma and go looking for that hovercraft. Now, let's insert this helo here. You don't want to use Noah's magic for healing because I'm going to save for his wind spell. Now the enemies here are kind of weak because it's so long ago, so we shouldn't have any much trouble. So we didn't need to necessarily stay at another inn to save, to heal up. But we will make a save here because this is where we're going to start off in our next episode. So take care and come back and see us take on this next dragon. Have a good one. Bye.